All right, this is my project I've been working on for a little while now. 1985 Gamatron. Some people would say 1986. I think it was manufactured, designed, whatever, in 1985, and then released for sale in 1986. And this is from Pinstar Incorporated, a project of Gary Stearns. At the same time, anyhow, he developed this machine and sold it as a kit. You would get a playfield, you would get a back glass, you would get the Pinstar sound module, the PSM board that is basically becomes a daughter card to the MPU. So this is a brand new cabinet, and I have done some modifications, of course LEDs, and pops pretty well. I've clear coated the playfield. Everything looks nice and snazzy. I also did this crazy robot head. That is a set of 3 speakers that are behind that, and then some interactive LEDs. They don't completely interact with the game, but they're fun nonetheless. And anyhow, so I do have 2 sound systems. One sound system, including this speaker, and then a middle speaker that is inside of that unit. They are just for the game sounds. I do plan, hopefully, to add the robotic voice from the VSM 100 that is in the Flight 2000 pin. I have one. I just need to figure out exactly how it wires in. So that's a project for another day. But anyhow, this is all custom graphics, and I think they turned out pretty nice. I'll try to back up the best I can. Shed a little more light, and I didn't have a whole lot to work with on the sides, but I did the best I could with what I had without making it too skinny. And then I did some clear cutouts. I used Lexan. That's not glass, it's plastic, and cut that out so that you could see inside of the game. I thought that was a pretty neat idea. It's the laser vision coming out of the robot's eye. And it worked out pretty well. I did it to both sides, and it's really nice. So, all right, so this is the other sound system. Includes this 8-inch kicker sub, this amplifier, and this device is called the MP3 trigger, and it hosts 60 different MP3 files that are used in the game sound. And I'll show you what that means, and how it actually works and everything. But so also this speaker system up here has a left and right speaker stereo that will be basically the speakers for this little sound system. Now, what this does is this listens for switch triggers. Whenever you pull the trigger to ground, then it activates a pre-programmed either random song or a programmed specific song. So what I've done is there is a switch in here in the ball rollout to the shooter lane, and that is to start the music. And then I have another switch here, and that switch stops the music. So whenever a ball rolls into the trough in the out hole and it hits this trigger, it stops the music. And then whenever a ball is shot into the shooter lane, it starts a song, a random song. And then I also did another switch here that piggybacks on top of one of the lane switches from the back of the multi-ball carriage. And whenever it's activated, it starts a Daft Punk song and robot rock, and it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. So I think it adds some depth to the game that it didn't have before. And anyway, I think the design worked out pretty good. So, sorry for the video moving around crazy. All right, so inside the back box, I have a display that's going a little crazy. I still have to repair, and just fine, but I wanted to get this video done. So, all right, so we have a new lamp board, a new solenoid board, a new rectifier board, and then here's the Pinstar sound module. Now, I didn't know this until I got into this project, but there is about 20 steps that you have to do to convert Gamatron to work with a Bally system, and a Stern system. This MPU is it's an MPU 200 out of a Galaxy, and it was fully working, and that was sort of a prerequisite to starting this project, was to have a working MPU 200 or a 100. And so anyway, and there's a host of modifications that you have to do to wires, splicing things in for all the switch matrix to work properly with the lamps, and then of course with the transisting of all the switches and everything and their functionality. So there again, I still have to figure out where the VSU 100 plugs into the PSM, and I'll figure all that out soon, hopefully. You can see here's speaker wire and power and everything that goes up into the robot head, and anyhow, so all right, I'm gonna demonstrate the music briefly, and then I'm gonna do a second video that will actually just showcase gameplay, and that'll be it for the fun project. So okay, so say we were going to start a game. Now the normal music to this, everybody can go watch other videos and things like that to hear exactly what's going on. But I'll just do it by hand so that it's so that I'm not trying to play one-handed. So okay, so this is a ball kicked into the shooter lane. Now that plays a random song. I have 59 random songs for it to play. And then I have one stationary song that will play every time that this switch here is rolled over. So, alright, so I'll take the ball and then I'll place it in here and it'll kick. Okay, when the ball rolls through the trough, something's out of adjustment. It's supposed to, it's supposed to stop the song. Something isn't working. Well, you guys get the idea. I'll have that adjusted and fixed here in just a second, and then I'll shoot a gameplay video. So, I hope you like the project, and I hope you like what I've done. It's taken a very long time, it feels like, to get everything in order and in the proper place. I still have a few things to do. I still want to color match these instruction cards to this blue, so I'm going to have to print out several different blues that color match that. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but they don't quite color match. And let's see, I'm waiting on the print company to finish out the coin door sticker, as well as the decal that's going to go down here, and oh, and the spinner decals. I've got no spinner decal on that. This spinner actually comes from a Silver Ball Mania. I had to modify one, and worked out pretty good. So, and then this, of course, is original, but the back of it, I guess it had peeled off at some point in time, and that's okay too. And these flippers are not original. I did use modern flippers. I plan to go back with other ones. I just need to acquire some. So, anyway, here we are.
Who are you talking to?
It's all Gamatron.
Who are you